short time as pastor, I found that it ultimately just comes down to, can you seek to be understanding rather than understood? I know that's your line, but
And I got it from somebody else, but yeah.
sure. That at the end of the day, Tracy's okay being wrong. If I took the time to just understand where she was even coming from. So your point about like rightness and wrongness, she's okay with the truth, but can I just hear her for a second? And so then I started thinking about, well, love is sacrifice. The most sacrificial thing I can do is just take time and listen. Just give her my time, give her my ear, and see what happens. So I'm really going to start telling people, just start being understanding. You can be right later. You can decide to lead or be whatever.
I think there's a problem though when people get it in their head, or like they feel like if you hear what I said and then say something else that is supposed to be a corrective or a truth, then you must not have understood. You're not understanding because you have more to say. And that's where I think people might be misinterpreting, and maybe I have, whatever, misinterpreting the idea that your rightness, not your wrongness, is the real threat. Your rightness is the real threat to relationships and marriage and stuff. But rightness or truth isn't. That should not be a threat.
Correct. Yeah. What you do with truth. Truth can be a powerful weapon. Man, I could think tons of instances in Tracy and I's marriage where, the truth can get out there, but it would just hurt or devastate if it's wielded in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really do think it is your self-individual rightness, not the other person's wrongness. And then if you could try to understand where they're coming from. Because even if Tracy's wrong about something, if I took the time to understand her, be able to, like you said, articulate it back in a way that she would agree with,
Yeah.
then my truth is a little easier to take, whatever that truth may be.
Yeah.
Hey, hon, that's just not right or not true. Yeah.
I think that's that piece of can you say what they're trying to say in a way that they can agree with before you really say anything else. If you can say it in a way where she says, yeah, that's what I mean, and you didn't try to say it in the way that makes her look bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so what you're saying is you just want to, not that stuff, but after you're done saying what she's saying, then she goes, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Then you move on from there toward truth seeking, not for your own rightness, but just for the sake of rightness or truth. I think that's better.
Oh, yeah. And my favorite thing to do with Tracy and I lately when we have had conflict is, okay, babe, hey, we're going to be over here. This is our marriage.
Right.
And we're in here. We're fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to bed. I'm going to give you a kiss goodnight, and it's going to be fine. And the moment that whatever we're talking about starts to affect that, we're going to shut it down because nothing could be more important. But while we're over here, let me ask some clarifying questions about how you feel. So, hey, I think you're saying this. Is that right? And then continue to ask questions like, well, why do you think, how'd you get there? How'd you get to that feeling? Whatever. Start asking 5,000-foot questions. Hey, has there been something else going on? Is there's been a pattern? Whatever. Okay, well, now I've fully flushed out all her feelings. She feels totally heard. And now we can work on the problem.
Do you ever feel like you need to be heard? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a very similar thing, or is it somewhat different thing?
No, I'll tell her. And she's given it to me. I'll tell her sometimes, babe, I know I should seek to be understanding of your point of view. But I'm going to pick this one. I really just want to be understood for a minute.
This one's for me.
Yeah. Kind of, borrowing Jason Vance is only one of us gets to be crazy at a time.
Yeah.
I'm picking today.
It's my turn.
And she'll give it to me. She said, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
And it's not always good. Sometimes there's snark and sass and all that stuff. And it ain't always. But it always gets better the moment one of us goes, okay, I've been trying too hard to just plead my point. Let me hear yours. It's better. And so when Tracy listens to me, all of a sudden I start going, oh, crap, maybe my argument is weaker than I thought it was.